Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to Super Mario 3D World Deluxe. I think that's what it's called. Hold on. No, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. It's 3D World on the Switch. Depending on how long it takes us to finish this, by us I mean me. We might do Bowser's Fury because Bowser's Fury doesn't take super duper long either. But I don't know. We are currently in World 3 already. It is possible that we can probably like knock this out within 20 episodes. But I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so I'm Dizz2K7, or you can just call me Dizz. The 2K7 is just, you know, tag shit. Mr. Newman is here, and he's gonna tell you about the first time he
Did
played.
you watch that video of the Miz hitting that half-court shot?
No. I didn't realize that was The Miz. Yes, I did watch that video. I didn't realize that was The Miz. Fucker.
It said Mac the Miz.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, and I was honestly wondering like, why does it say Mike the Miz? That was my thought. I was like, is this like a fan of his or something?
That's his actual page.
Is this not where you go? It's not where you go. Okay.
What? Io Shirai was born in 1990.
No, she wasn't.
Yep.
Well, that just makes her like a year under us.
May the 8th.
If anything, that tells y'all about how old we are. I'm pretty sure I didn't tell people how old I am in other videos. I can't. Otherwise, I can't get in it. We're both in our 30s. Actually, all of us. Like, there's nobody on this channel who, well, no, Jamal is in his 20s, in his late 20s, late to mid 20s. Ayana might be the youngest person I've had on the channel, like intentionally. But she hasn't really been on the channel, so there's that.
So again, as we know, I bought MetaQuest for very simple reasons. I wanted to play Among Us in VR. That was it. That was the only reason. And so I finally got to. And it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the right. It doesn't have the right. I mean, just like regular Among Us, it doesn't have the right to be as fun as it is. The only drawback is that like you can't, or like they haven't gotten to the point where they allow you to change the settings for the game, for how you play the game. You know, like you can't change how long the kill counter is, or like how far ahead of you can see. But anyway, so I was playing with my friend because he was the only other person on, and he was like, "You want to play VR?" And my condition was that the only game I would play is Among Us. So we go in, and he'd only played like once before, but that was still more experience than. So first off, running and interacting with things in this game is essentially playing with dual controls, and you know how much I suck at that.
Yep.
Real bad, real bad. So the first game we played, like we're just like waiting for people to join the lobby, and the biggest issue you're going to run into is that it's all children.
Yeah, that was kind of the issue with Among Us to begin with.
Well, I mean, we never really interacted with them. You know, we were in our own little thing.
Yeah.
So the first game we played though, there's this dickbag in a plague mask who was there. He was yellow. I think it might have been Mark. And we're playing the game, and the first round of voting is happening. And I'm really just like standing around, like trying to figure everything out. And yellow was annoying me, so I was just like, I think it's yellow. And from that point, because he considered himself a master of the game, he made it his every intention to like have me removed from the game. Because so when I said I think it's him, he was like, "Why do you think it's me?" He just got mad, and I was like, "Oh, because I just don't like your face." The most childish reason possible. So we played with him, and we end up winning. We end up voting both of the imposters out. The next game comes around, and I am the imposter. And he took it upon himself to just have me removed from the game, which he successfully did, which was a little boring.
Removed in what capacity?
Like he got me voted out. Because I attempted to vote him out in the first game because I didn't like his face.
I would like to point out, like, this is exactly why Among Us and other like multiplayer games don't really work for me. Is because nobody thought of like we're not even playing the game at this point. Like we're not playing the game at this point. We're just being, we're actively being mean, and we're just like no.
Yeah.
I really didn't know this was. Hey, where you going? You going to bed? Come here. Just come here. Oh. You turn the TV off? What? You mean tell me you turn the TV off tonight? You might be getting a little bit better. You still probably need to go to that nursing home though. I know you didn't say you wasn't, but I don't want you getting no funny ideas. Cause you got other stuff going on that they really do need to take care of you. At the very least, they'll probably have a nurse come out here because you are outstandingly old. There's a dog over on the other side of that street somewhere. And he be woof woofing. You see that? Get that bucket right there in the chair. Them protein bars. They're still in good condition. But like snack on them from time to time. Like if you're getting hungry in the morning or, if you want a snack or something, because that'll help you out. Because they said you need to boost your iron and you need to get more protein in your system. I don't like them. And they are definitely hard to chew. But they go down a little bit better with some water. You have a Band-Aid on your sock. Other sock. If you can't push back, I'm about to say you're probably up against the wall. You got it? All right. Go to bed. All right, go ahead. Wait a minute. Did the other one have? No. But I did play this online with Patchy once. Because I was about to say, this feels familiar. Did you tell me to hold on? Not you.
Okay.
Yeah, you, bro.
No.
Oh. Oh, you can go ahead and finish it. Finish what you were saying.
Okay. So he
You got
me voted out.
Yeah, you got kicked out because you didn't like his
And
slaves.
he was all like, "Yeah, I told you I was gonna get you voted out." Ah, but you know, big. Anyway, so
It's all he had in his
we ended
life.
up getting we ended up getting disconnected from that game. And so we went and we started another one. And this is when it got good. So we just, we went through one game. It was normal, For some reason, I just kept and I just kept being a crewmate, but we kept winning. Until finally, I ended up getting imposter. But here's what went down before I got imposter. So we're in the lobby, and it's not like the like the regular game. We're like in the cafeteria, and we're just like around a table waiting for people to join. And we're standing around, and people are just like talking. People are popping in and out of the game, and I'm standing there just like looking around. And my friend was like, we have to be like kids, because if we're a kid, or if a kid pops in here and then they hear us speaking, then they're probably gonna leave, because it happened multiple times. So I was standing there, and when somebody would come in, I would just like wave at them, and I would go, "Hi, how are you?" Doing my best to sound like a kid, but it was just not working. Until like a few more adults showed up, and I was like, "Oh God, thank God." And then Red walks up to me because I was blue, and Red walks up to me and he goes, "Hi, Blue. Hi."
Fuck.
He was trying to read my name,
That just
and
happened.
my username is Nordic Bogger, which
Bogger?
is also which is
Your PlayStation name, yeah.
So he comes up to me and he goes, "Hi, Nor," and I was like, "Nordic Bogger," and he goes, "Okay, that's kind of hard to say," and I was like, "Okay, sure." He was like, how's everything going? Are you having fun? And I was like, "Yeah, it's going great. How's everything going for you?" His name was Milo, Milo, and so I said Milo, and he goes, "Well, it's actually Milo, but everybody calls me Milo." And by that point, the game had started, and so we're in the game,
I know I missed
and
it.
I'm walking around with my friend, and we walked into the card spot, and we're the only two in there. And he goes, "Hey,
Maybe I didn't.
is it you?" I'm not the imposter. And so he's like, "Is it you?" And I went, yeah, it's me." And he's like, "Okay, cool. Let's go find you somebody to kill." Because he was just there for me to like get my bearings in the game. So we're like walking around. I'm doing my best to follow him, but I can't because I'm just so bad at working
The two
and
controllers.
moving. Yeah, I can't do it.
I thought this was that
but
stage, but I wasn't sure.
we end up in the the room where you play Simon, and there's a person standing there, and I was about to kill them. I was about to take him out, and then I turn around, and my friend is dead. And I was
Oh,
like, "What just happened?" And so like I killed that person too, but I like turn around and he's gone. He's dead. And he's like I can hear him in my headset. And he's like, "Did you kill me?" And I was like, "No, I did not kill you." The other freaking killer just happened to be in the room. And so when you're the imposter, it doesn't tell you who the other killer is. It just says that you're the imposter.
That would definitely
And
be more fun.
well, you don't know until you see their name and it's lit up in red.
Well, like,
And,
I think having multiple killers, but like not knowing who the other killer is, might kind of add to the fun. I could be wrong about that. I don't know.
It does a little bit because I had no idea who it was because I wasn't fast enough. I didn't actually see who killed him. I had no idea.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Until I turned around and I was like, "Oh my god, my friend is dead!" And then I reported the body. And so we're in the cafeteria, and I can see the other killer, and I'm like, "Okay, well now I know." But he was like, "Did you kill me?" Like, was that a stack kill? And I was like, "No, I did not kill you. I didn't even like the person I killed was freaking accidental." So we're there, and you know he's all ghost and everything. But after that, like when we go into the meeting, I think it was like Orange or something. Like Orange tried to have me voted out, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It wasn't me. It wasn't me at all. And I survived. But going back into the game, Red comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, Nardo, you want to play?" And so I was just like, "Okay, sure." So we go into the card room, and me knowing I'm the killer and who the other one is at this point, I turned to Milo and I was like, "Milo, be honest. Is it you? Are you the killer?" And Milo was like, No, it's not me." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we leave. And here's the biggest issue I had. Because I didn't have my friend to follow and show me around. Me trying to make my way around this friggin' ship alone
was problematic.
Was an absolute nightmare. And the biggest problem is that, you know,
I forgot I wouldn't cling on to it.
You're still a ghost in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was following me. And so he saw everything I was doing, and he started recording it. He saw me literally running around, getting turned around, and then going right back into the room that I just left because I could not find my way around the ship. And he was just recording me do it. And all of this is happening while meeting after meeting is being called because no one is dying because I can't find my way around to kill somebody. And so the other imposter was like slowly making his way through the people. And every time a meeting got called, it was just like another person being pointed out. But here's where things got fun. Orange, once again, tried to say that I was the imposter. And the second he said that, my little buddy Milo immediately flew to my defense. It was just like, "No, there's no way, it's not Nardo, it's not Blue. If it was, he could have killed me." And I just stood back and just let him keep arguing with Orange. And I was watching the board for when people were voting. And I would sit there and I would just wait, and then I would vote, and I kept splitting the vote. So no one was being voted out. And so we would go back into the game, and I'm just running around with my little...
Sorry,
with my little shadow, Milo. still trying to figure out what the F I'm doing. And slowly, Green started killing more people. Because at this point, I still haven't really killed anybody. Like,
I
Green's killing
still
everybody.
had time. No, just keep going. I'm losing at the game that I'm really good at.
So every time a meeting gets called, from that point on, like Milo and Orange were just like going back and forth at each other until Orange eventually like just got off of me and moved on to a different person because he wasn't ready. Um, and so it comes down to finally like I'm just running around. Me and Green were actually running around together because Green killed Milo. And so we're running around together.
I messed up again. I forgot that it ends.
Yeah.
I forgot that it ends. I forgot that it ends. I'm hot. Oh. My depth perception, trash. I could not tell where I was on the 3D plane. Could not.
Right, so Green killed Milo. And I'm wandering around with Green. And I thought at one point, because a meeting got called, and Green was being blamed, and I thought Green was about to blow up my spot. Because he's being blamed, so what do? You turn to the other imposter to, like, be your alibi. And I was just like, really, dude? Like, we've not been hanging out together this entire game, and now you're about to blow up my spot as the imposter. But somehow I managed to split the vote again. And we go back into the game, but another meeting is called immediately because I think there are like 5 of us left. And one person noticed, they were like, okay, like if one more of us dies, then the imposter wins. So we have to vote somebody out. And somebody just at the last second, because I'm listening to the vote thing like count, I'm listening to it tick down, and they were like, well, I think it's pink. And then I heard a vote cast, and I turned around, and it's like 5, 4, 3, and I clicked the thing again, and I split the vote for the last time. And so nobody got voted out. So we go back into the game, and I'm just doing my thing, running around in circles in the same place, just running the same track. And I see freaking Green chasing Pink down the hallway. And as I ran by Pink, I just sliced the head off. And I ended up winning the game. And then when we get back out into the lobby, everybody's like arguing because that was the first time the imposters had won. And everybody's arguing, and they're like, I knew it was Green, I knew it was you. And I turned to Orange, and I was like, Orange, but did you know it was me? And he goes, no. And then I was like, but you literally tried to vote me out in the first round. And it's like you said. And he was like, yeah, I know I did, but I didn't know it was you. Like, sometimes people have no reason. But also, when somebody tries to be your friend in the game,
It feels great.
be a friend in the game. Because Milo saved me. He saved me.
Yeah, because I don't think you have Pete to do that.
Then, unfortunately, in the next game that I went back into, like literally the very next game, I got imposter again, but my headset died right in the middle of the game.
Whoops.
But now I have backup battery packs that I can plug in.
Okay, so the first one. Oh, this one? No, that's it. There. Ah.
Last week we played this horror game. That was a lot of fun. I keep thinking that I have to work tomorrow, but I don't. I just have a lot of crap I have to do tomorrow.
Whoops, hello. What you gotta do?
Well, I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I fully have the freedom to like not go to bed until like 6, but I have to be up at 11:30, and then after that, that'll go until like 2:30, and then at 2:30, I have to head to my mom's, and that's when I play with my nieces and my nephew for a few hours, or I walk them and water them. We play fetch sometimes. And then after that, I'll have to find something to eat. I have an annoying friend who, like, thinks that they can monopolize my time, which, right. But she'll, like, want to go and get something to eat because she thinks that that time belongs to her, and I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm good. And she'll be like, why do you hate me? And I'm like, you don't control me. And then after that, I have my D&D campaign, which will go from like 6:30 to probably like 11 or 12. And then I have to like read a book on Thursday to chapter 16 on chapter 9. Because I'm in a book club. And then on Friday, that's when our book club is meeting. But then Friday night, I'll be doing a film competition until Sunday.
Oh, film competition. I thought you said phone competition.
The fart is a phone competition.
I didn't know either, but I didn't question it because it wasn't my business.
Alright then.
For anybody watching that, if you're wondering, which I don't know why you would be, no, I don't have a turbo controller, but there are 2 jump buttons. The first time I did it with Mario, I alternate ring finger, index finger, and middle finger, just back and forth, like up and like walking, running on the button. I was doing it on one button. If you're at all curious as to like exactly how that was going down, one button. But then I found out, then I realized like there's 2 jump buttons, so just back and forth. You can also do it with your thumbs, but this, the running back and forth thing, like the up, down, with like alternating fingers. That's how I skip ads in YouTube videos. Like when a YouTube channel is doing an ad read, that's how I skip that shit. Just brrr. But this is it for this first week. Hopefully Mark shows up and we can
You're about to get a message in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Yeah, but it's already 10:30, and like I have enough time. I also like, given the nature of this game, I do think it's funny. This is the first Switch game I've recorded since Pokemon Arceus, sorry. And like, given the nature of this game, I have thumb pads. I have like little control stick covers on my Pro controller that have little kitty cat paws on them. So, until next time, get out.